island of Rhodes, with a surface area of about 1,400 square kilometers and a population of about 115,000 inhabitants, is the largest of the Dodecanese islands in the southeastern Aegean Sea. Rhodes is the most visited destination in Greece, after the island of Crete. Tourists come here to see the medieval city of Rhodes, the ancient ruins, and the clean beaches. The island is also famous for the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Stay tuned to find more interesting stuff about the Rhodes Island and its tourist attractions. But first, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. Rhodes is situated 363 kilometers east from the Greek mainland and 18 kilometers from the southern shore of Turkey. The island is about 80 kilometers long and 38 kilometers wide, with a coastline of approximately 220 kilometers. The highest mountain on the island of Rhodes is at Kamiros, with a height of 1,215 meters. The city of Rhodes, with about 50,000 inhabitants, is the largest urban settlement on the island and is located on its northeastern tip. Rhodes has a semi-arid Mediterranean climate, mild in winter and very hot during summer, with average temperature in summer being around 27 degrees Celsius and in winter around 12 degrees Celsius. The Greek name of the island, Rodos, comes from the ancient Greek Rhodon, rose, and is sometimes called the Island of Roses. And now, a short history of the island. At the beginning of the 2nd millennium BC, Rhodes came under the influence of the Minoan civilization. Mycenaean Greeks controlled the island from around the year 1400 BC until the arrival of the Dorians circa 1100 BC. Rhodes was occupied by the Persian Empire in 499 BC and liberated by the Greeks in 478 BC. The Greeks were weakened after the Peloponnesian War, so the Persians occupied the island again in 357 BC, but only for a short time. Rhodes became a part of the empire of Alexander the Great in 332 BC, and after his death, the islanders allied with Ptolemaic Egypt. In 305 BC, the island was besieged by Demetrius I, the future king of Macedon. After a year of siege, he relented and signed a peace agreement, leaving behind a huge quantity of military equipment. The Rhodians sold the equipment and used the money to erect a statue of their sun god, Ialysos, the statue since called the Colossus of Rhodes. According to ancient authors, the Colossus was about 33 meters in height, approximately the height of the modern Statue of Liberty from feet to crown. The statue collapsed during the earthquake of 226 BC. In 164 BC, the independence of Rhodes ended and the island became a permanently ally of Rome. As the Roman Empire split in 395 AD into eastern and western halves, the island became part of the eastern part, which later evolved into the Byzantine Empire. Rhodes remained Byzantine for nearly 1,000 years, although there were very short periods of Arab, Seljuk and Genoese occupations. In 1309, the Byzantine era of the island's history came to an end when the island was occupied by the Knights Hospitaller. Under the rule of the newly named Knights of Rhodes, the city was rebuilt into a model of the European medieval ideal. Many of the city's famous monuments, including the Palace of the Grand Master, were built during this period. In December 1522, Rhodes was conquered by a huge Ottoman army led by Suleiman the Magnificent after 6 months of siege, and the few remaining knights fled to Malta. The island remained under Ottoman rule until 1912, when Italy occupied the Dodecanese islands, including Rhodes. During World War II, Germany occupied the island after the surrender of Italy in September 1943 until the 8th of May 1945, when the German garrison surrendered. In 1947, Rhodes, together with the other islands of the Dodecanese, was united with Greece. Now, let's talk about the tourist attractions on the Rhodes Island. Many tourists come here because of the island have a lot of beautiful beaches surrounded by the warm waters of the sea. Ely Beach is probably the most popular beach on the island and is located near the town of Rhodes. Another well-known beach on the island is Faliraki, located about 14 kilometers south of the town of Rhodes. The main tourist attraction on the island is the medieval city of Rhodes. This impressive citadel, with 4 kilometers long fortified walls, with many strongholds and towers, is extremely well preserved. The town was never deserted or abandoned, and in 1988, UNESCO declared the architectural complex of the Knights of Rhodes a World Heritage Site. Here is located the palace of the Grand Master of the Knights of Rhodes, the famous Castello, one of only a few examples of Gothic architecture in Greece. It was the administrative center, the residence of leader of the Knights of St. John of Rhodes, and the seat of the established ruling class. Another interesting place to visit inside the medieval city of Rhodes is the Archaeological Museum of Rhodes. The museum is housed in the monumental edifice that was the Hospital of the Knights of St. John. The museum contains various collections of archaeological artifacts from various parts of Rhodes and the neighboring islands, including the statue of the crouching Aphrodite and the head of Ialysos. If you like the ancient ruins from the period of classical Greece, you must visit the Acropolis of Rhodes, located near the city of Rhodes. The site consists of the Temple of Apollo, the Temple of Athena Polias and Zeus Polias, a stadium, and a small marble Odeon. More ancient ruins can be admired at the Acropolis of Lindos, a natural citadel which was fortified successively by the Greeks, the Romans, the Byzantines, the Knights of St. John, and the Ottomans. Other locations with ancient ruins on the island include Kamiros on the northwestern coast and near Ialysos on the hill of Philerimos. On the Philerimos hill is also located the monastery of Philerimos, built by the Knights of St. John in the medieval times and reconstructed in the early 20th century. The most famous monastery on the island is the monastery of Panagia Tsambika, located on a hill above the Tsambika beach. A unique place on the island is the Valley of the Butterflies, also known as the Petalodes Valley, located approximately 27 kilometers from Rhodes City. As its name indicates, this area is a lush green valley that gets overwhelmed between May and September with butterflies. The valley hosts a rare species of tree that attracts the moths and creates a unique biotope. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you want to see more interesting videos, help our channel to grow by pressing the like button and share our videos with your friends. And if you are the first time here, don't forget to subscribe.